Well, hello, it's Dan Jordan, the Sales Energizer, and I'm making this class today because I just got off the phone with a coaching client and I got ticked off. See, something happened. He's starting a new business, everything's going well, he's complaining about this, complaining about that. I said, listen, you gotta get on the phone and talk to some people. The guy is terrified to cold call. If that's you, you need to hang on, because it's about time we set some things straight here. For some reason, for the past few years, since like 10 years ago, cold calling has gotten a bad name. You might still think it has a bad name. And everybody says it's terrible, not the best way to do things, it's the worst way to do business, nobody answers the phone, everybody hates cold call. Garbage! Complete and total garbage. And you've bought in it hook, line, and sinker. You know who's teaching you these things? Everybody else who's doing the cold call and getting all the business. They don't want you to do it. Well, you gotta stop doing it. We've turned into a bloody nation of wimps. I can't figure it out. It's like you're scared to talk to someone who can't even see you. Even better than that, and I've cold called for 20 years. Not once have I ever been in the supermarket and somebody said, hey, you're the bastard that called me at dinner. Nobody recognizes you from your voice. Nobody recognizes your face. Nobody recognizes anything. And yet, you're scared to do it. And you're scared to do it, I know why. It's because you hate getting cold calls. You know why you hate getting cold calls? You hate getting cold calls because they're terrible. They're awful. So here's the secret. Don't be like them. Be like me. I'm going to teach you in this however many minutes it takes today how to be a rock star cold caller. Not even better way. You don't even want to be a rock star cold caller. You know what you want to be? You want to be someone who can communicate with complete strangers almost immediately over the phone and have them at least listen to what you have to say. I understand networking is much better than cold calling, that internet marketing is much better than cold calling, and all those other things, email marketing, that you have to do. I'm not telling you to stop doing that. I'm telling you, while you're waiting for that to kick in, why don't you pay some bills, huh? Now the best way for you to pay some bills is to get more customers, and the best way for you to get more customers is to talk to more prospects, and there's no more efficient, fast way of getting in touch with hundreds of people a day than hopping on the phone for virtually free. I mean, come on. Voice over IP, it costs nothing. You can call, Belgium from New York City, it costs you $0. Then hopping on the phone and do it. So you got to do it. And everybody else that says it's terrible, it's not the right thing, let them say that. You'll be taking all their business. All right? So we're going to go step by step. And any kind of excuse that comes into your head of why you're not doing it, I want you to roll up a newspaper and pound yourself over the head. Okay? I'm really not kidding. The first thing is, cold calling is all about an attitude. And the attitude is what I said earlier. Remember this. It's the best way to get in touch with more people. It's the best way to improve your skills. You'll find out what the objections are very quickly and you can perfect that. It's a good teacher, and actually the best teacher, because you'll be talking to those, but your customers are a much better teacher than I am. And you'll be talking to more customers this way. And you can put time away every single day to do it. I'm not asking you to do a lot. 5, 10, 20, 50. When I was a stockbroker, I was making $300 a day. Now with all the dialing equipment, you can do it much faster and it won't take you all day. That took me 8 hours. You don't have to do that anymore. But you do a lot of that, and the idea of making those dials was to get 50 contacts, and with the 50 contacts, you can get 5 leads, and from those 5 leads, you get 1 customer. So you can get a customer a day. It's all a funnel. We're going to go through that a little later. I'm going to do it very quickly. Doesn't matter. The idea is the attitude. The attitude that you have, the belief in your product is so strong that you're willing to do what nobody else is willing to do. You're willing to get out there and be embarrassed. Buck the system. And that belief in your product that compels you to do that is what's going to make you dominate your marketplace. That's what you are going to use to stand out from everybody else because they're not willing to do it. And if you are, subconsciously, the person on the other end of the phone is thinking, heck, it might be pretty good if this guy's willing to do this or this gal is willing to do this. Women do much better at cold calling than men. Don't know why, but in any event, so we're going to hit it and we're going to hit it hard. You can do it every day and you can improve your skills every single day. Cold calling, we're going to talk specifically about today on the phone, but it's the same thing as if you do it in person, you meet somebody in the supermarket. It's the same skills. Now I'm talking fast, A, because I'm from New Jersey, and B, because you have no attention span whatsoever. You know yourself, you're about to flip around, you're clicking right now as we speak, you're probably reading emails and listening to me on the backside. No problem. I'm going to talk fast and I can get you a lot of this. If you dig it, just download it you get it on YouTube or something, download it to a CD, listen in your car over and over and over and over again. Much better than the news. Got it? Say yes. I know you're saying yes. All right. So how are you going to succeed in this? First of all, stop being a wimp. Just stop being a wimp. Gosh. That's the reason why I made this video, because that guy on the phone before. We're going to go step by step. Ready? You call somebody up on the phone. When you call them up on the phone, you got to do the basic things. You got to introduce yourself, and then come hell or high water, you're going to get your pitch out. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're going to get your pitch out. How do you do that and get them in a way that they're interested in it? You're going to make your pitch very small. When I was selling businesses, I had a business brokerage company, Neighborhood Business Brokers. This was my cold call pitch. Hello, Mrs. Jones, this is Dan. Real quickly, the reason why I'm calling is I wanted to see if you might be interested in selling your business. Done. It was out. And they could either say yes or no. Let's start from the beginning. When you first call up someone, you have to mention their name. You say, hello, Mrs. Jones? You hear that little question there? That's because I'm asking a question. Hello, Mrs. Jones? Yes, they have to say yes. Now, if I say, hello, Mrs. Jones, or if, let's say you're calling a business, this works better with businesses. I'm calling a business, and it's Johnson Enterprises. Hello, Johnson Enterprises. I'm going to repeat that like that's their name. Hello, Johnson Enterprises. Hey. And they say yes. When they say yes, when you make a question mark and they say yes, heck, that's almost like a conversation, isn't it? You do a lot better in a conversation than you are when you're beating them over the head. You want to get them involved very quickly. Oh, Mrs. Jones, yes. Real quickly. What if you can help me? Gotta say, what if I can help me? Don't say, how are you today? Please don't say, how are you today? If you do nothing else, do not say, how are you today? And I'll tell you why. You don't care how I am. And you know that you don't care how I am. But worse than that, I know that you know that you don't care about me. So don't say it. All you're saying to me when you say, how are you today, is cold caller, liar, the guy's a jerk, don't get off the phone. Well, that's what you're saying to me. Please don't say, how are you doing today? Instead, say, I wonder if you can help me. I wonder if you can help me is magic. What if you can help me turns their mind around? Instead of them thinking, oh, what's I going to do? All of a sudden they think, oh, how can I help them? And they're forced to lean in and listen. Isn't that great? Nobody does that. This is magic. You can shut this thing off right now. That's the best thing you get. So nobody said, what if you can help? What if you can help me? Yes. My name is, then you got to say who you are. Introduce yourself. My name's Dan. Maybe you want to give your last name. I couldn't care less. He said, hello, my name is Dan. And then you say this. Well, you say that. Real quickly, I wonder if you can help me. My name is Dan. I'm with, and you say the name of your company. Okay? In fact, sometimes I wouldn't even say the name of my company. When I was a business broker, I would say, hello, this is Dan. I'm a business broker here in town. Real quickly, wanted to see, and I just went right into it. But you want to get right into there. Here's the main thing that you just missed. So you say the name, and here's the script right out here. After I say, real quickly, I wonder if you can help me. My name is this. We're business brokers here in town. You have to put a question mark there again. And you pause there. And you pause and you put them on hold. Whatever you want to do, the next, they need to respond. Again, you got to get into a conversation. Well, real quick, I wonder if you can help me. My name's Dan. I'm with Neighborhood Business Brokers. Real quickly, the reason why I'm Neighborhood Business right here in town. Oh, That's the other point. Right here in town. You got to put that in there. They want to know that you're dealing locally. I have a voice like I'm from New York or New Jersey. And so anywhere else I call, they're thinking I hear some fast-talking guy from New York. Nah, forget about it. You just got to say exactly where you are. Say, hello, this is Dan. Real quickly, I'm a business broker right here in town. Right here in town. Pause. Right here in town? You know a little question mark? And they'll say, yes. Oh, now you're home free. Then the reason why I'm calling is blah, 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 whatever you got going on for you. You'll get to a point that you're so powerful, you believe in your product so much, you got the cure for cancer for crying out loud. It's right there in your hand. You want to spill it out to the whole world. You're going to tell everybody. All you have to say is a few words to get you there. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter the words you use, as long as they're in that order, and as long as you have that excitement. You'll get so good it doesn't matter. Hello, Mr. Jones. Hey, this is Dan. Real quickly, I wonder if you could help me. I'm with a company called Neighborhood Business Brokers, right here in town. Yeah. The reason I'm calling is, wanted to see if you might be interested in selling your business. Boom! There's your script, all right? Just make up your own words and go in there, but it needs to be in that order. Hello, wonder if you can help me. This is who I am, this is my company, the reason I'm calling is. And get them into a conversation. Got it? Say yes. Out loud. Yeah, okay, good. So you got it. There it is. Now, your big fear right now is how you're going to get through the gatekeeper. I'm going to tell you this one little trick, and then you're on your own, and I'll have a bigger course later. But here's the trick about the gatekeeper, okay? You give your pitch to whoever answers the phone. I don't care if it's the babysitter. I don't care if it's a temporary employee acting as the babysitter. Whoever answers the phone gets your pitch. Now let's say you know the person's name. Can I speak to Mr. Stevenson? What is this in reference to? Give them your pitch right there. The idea is twofold. One, you're going to honor the person by thinking that they are important enough to receive the question that you ask. Because you're asking a pretty important question. I was calling to see if you might be interested in selling your business. They're thinking, I'm not the owner. You need to speak with Bill. And they pass you off to Bill without you even asking. Is that not great? So what's this in reference to? I was referenced to Bill. I was calling to see if he might be interested in selling his business. I don't know. Let me patch you through. Boom. And you're done. If you don't know his name, hello, I wonder if you can help me. And you give him the pitch. I was calling to see if you might be interested in selling your business. They say, I don't know. You need to speak with Bill. Even if they don't give you the bill, or even Bill's not there, they're telling you who Bill is. You know, he's not in right now. Can I get his email address? And you work it from there. So you're just home free. And if they say no, move on. That's it. You're done. Thank you very much. Which is one word, by the way. Hello, thank you very much. I'll see you later, potato. Gone. That's it. Stop being a wimp, all right? Just get out there, get on the phone. So here's the rules. Very simple. You call up complete strangers. Hey, I wonder if you can help me. My name is. The reason why I'm calling from this company. This is what we do. I was calling to see if you might be interested in X. And you go home from there. Do it 10 times a day. Do it 20 times a day. Do it 50 times a day. Make your own numbers. Very quickly you'll realize if you talk to 10 people, you'll get to 1 lead. Or you talk to 5 people, you get to 1 lead. You can work out your own statistics, but once you have the statistics, that's the keys to the kingdom. You no longer have to worry about whether or not your email marketing worked. You no longer have to worry whether or not your networking meeting is there on time and all that stuff. All you know is that when you get into work, you can call 50 numbers, you can get 10 connections, and you'll get 1 lead. And that 1 lead will pay for everything. There's one other thing we didn't cover, and that is the list. And I'm not going to cover it because, duh, you need to get a good list, okay? Just go to the library, reference USA, and get yourself a list. Worst case scenario, your list is lousy. What do you think you need to do? Get yourself a new list. Stop being a wimp. Get out there and pound on the phone and make yourself wealthy. You have a moral responsibility for you and for your family to be wealthy. Only people who are wealthy are able to do the good in the world that you want to do because you're a good person. Don't let money get in your way, and don't let the new challenges get in your way. Just learn your stats by hopping on the phone and make your way in this country a better place. I personally am counting on you. See you next time.